Alright, welcome back. 7Fox here, and we are back with Cupid. I just had a look at its chapters, and currently we are only 2 away from getting our first ending. Because there are 4 endings apparently. Yeah, it's gonna be one of these games. So let us continue. In the warm, dim light of the library, Rosa opened the journal's cover. That's right, we got the journal. That's also right, Guilleme's room went all fleshy. Ugh. What? She wasn't too surprised to find that a number of entries were written in different tongues. The dates jumped from decade to decade. The writing spanned centuries. Huh? Another suspicion validated. Guilleme was not human. I think we've learned this. Yes. I'm sticking with demon. Or at least, he did not have a normal human lifespan. He found the fountain of youth. This discovery made Rosa search her mind for her date of birth. It distressed her that she could not remember. We don't know when we were born? Aw, man. When's our birthday? She shook her head and turned back to the journal. Despite the multitude of languages, the first entry was translated into several languages. For sentimental reasons, perhaps? Or maybe a feeble attempt at reminiscing a more innocent time. Oh, we're reading. Okay. Let's see what he has to write. I am learning to write. Alia? I think that's Alia. Alia gave me paper. I like Alia. She wants me to call her mother. She smells like oranges. She says I am a gift from the goddess, but I don't know any goddesses. Alea calls me Rai. I guess that is my name now. It is nice to have a name. Oh, is this like when he was a kid or something? The other preceding pages were still in a different language. Rosa flipped through the pages until she came upon one she could read. Eros. Hey, we're about to light that candle. I hope. They call me Eros, a god, a divine. They don't understand what I am. They either build me statues or spit at my feet. I am a muse. I am a blight, a symbol. But I am not the answer. It seems ironic, isn't it? That love craves love above all. That which I need, that which I am, poisons me to the point that I am sick of its taste. I apologize about my terrible reading right now. May 6th. Oh god, this is a lot. I see it in the way people look at me, the way they act around me. Some would, of course, think of me as blessed. I have youth, health, and the gift of being loved. But I found out that these gifts are curses as well. My youth forces me to always wander. My looks guarantee that I will always stand out. And love? The very same urge that blesses me quickly turns rabid. Yes, I understand why. Oh, love. We all crave it, don't we? In the end, we are all drunks on the idea that only love could heal our brokenness. They all think that I am this cure, but I keep hoping there might be something else beside this twisted sentiment. There must be. Mustn't there? Rosa read the words and found them tugging at her heart. They may be tugging at her heart, but not mine. I know what this man has done. No words of the past will change what he is now. Or maybe they will. This was the same feeling she had for years. It almost seemed like the words were her own. I know I'm not supposed to be writing this. God forgive me. I do not want to write it down. If I do, it will be the truth. Yes, okay, let's see what he has. Oh Lord, please forgive me now. I didn't mean to do it. I just wanted to stop hurting. I am hiding now. I slashed my face and cut my hair so they would not recognize me. Pain. Pain is good. A penance. Oh Lord, please, if there's a God listening, please strike me down. Oh, did he? Okay, apparently he did something bad, and he's asking Lord to kill him now, of which we're gonna bring that divine punishment upon him for everything that he has done. Bad memories begin to surface in Rosa's mind. Desperation. A cornered animal that fought back. It reminded her of her own sins. Her hands were drenched in red. And yet, there she was, planning to kill another man. Oh, so we've already killed. Oh yeah, that's right, we talked about that already. This had been her goal all along, hadn't it? That same familiar guilt began to stir in her mind. She bit her lip. Rosa skipped some entries. Most of them were garbled, almost incomprehensible. They were written in old ink, faded and unloved. Still, though they were melancholic, they painted a picture of a man with sufficient black humor to keep sane. 28 November. The plague has confirmed my suspicions that I do not die from sickness. I don't know how to feel about that. Everyone is dead. But on the bright side, everyone is dead. Oh. Okay, so he can't get sick. Or maybe he can and just doesn't die from it. He heals later on. But he's facing that thing where it's like, oh, I'm immortal, but everyone I love around me is growing old as I stay the same. They die and I live. Yeah, that could change a person. June 7th, 1489. Huh. Wait a minute, so this is 18th century that we're dealing with. So that would mean, what, this is 400 years ago? I think. I don't know how that should be how it works. I'm not 100% on how the... Yeah. I'm focusing too much on those little things. For decades, I have searched for something in this life, and I am always disappointed by... What is that? Transience? What am I looking for? Meaning? Hope? Love? Death, maybe? I can bleed. Wounds to the heart heal slower than the rest of my body. I think I may die if I wounded enough. I have tried that. There was a time when seeing myself bleed was the only reminder that I am not numb. Yet my body does not form scars, no matter how many times I draw my knife. Like any sign of age or ugliness, they all fade. A wrinkle today, gone the next, as if my body isn't even my own to brand. That is a shame. I want to mar my body so badly that anyone who sees me will flee. But I have tried that too. People are crueler when you are ugly. Why is that? Why do they feel the need to punish you simply because you are detestable? Perhaps because they can? Or perhaps because it is easy to be cruel to those which do not belong. I don't belong. It would be nice to disappear one day. Okay, so he's tried hurting himself, and immediately gets healed. He's got that fast healing powers. There it is. There's confirmation that he can be killed. So he bleeds like everyone else, but heals enough not to die. A strike to the heart. Oh. that completely went over my head. I'm just reading. If we find a way to leave his wound open, perhaps he can be exterminated. The knife. Rosa continued reading. Another feeling was starting to grow in her chest. She began to question her cause the more she read the journal. I have been staying in the old March farm. They are good people. They invited me to eat with them, and it was the warmth of their fire that I... Okay, and it was the warmth of their fire that I knew then that I must leave. I will only destroy their happiness. For the briefest of moments, I was able to experience what it is like to be part of a family. Not an outsider, but accepted. Little Sissy has taken a liking to me, though. Children are curious creatures. They are a constant reminder to humans of their own impending death, their own weakness and mortality. Yet people keep making them. One may wonder why, but it is not difficult to understand. It is the tantalizing thought, the hope, that no matter your past mistakes, you were able to make something pure at one point. Watch it grow, watch it live. Such a poor thing, looking up to you for love and care. It is both power and vulnerability, both selfish and selfless. A curious thing indeed. He is writing like so much poetry-like things, metaphors and whatnot. I don't know what I'm supposed to be getting out of this. Perhaps Mother will find something. Rosa shuffled through more pages and saw a different penmanship in one such entry. It caught her eye. My one good eye. New century. I like it. I smell change in the air. It is so much easier to lie when you have the means. Trading is a good sport. My name nowadays is Baron Eric Dubinshire. That good old Shire. How could I have forgotten mankind's paralyzing obsession with titles? Names have power. Titles have power. I simply bought a horse and good robes and introduced myself as such. Everyone fawned over it. I could get used to this. The taste is refreshing. I must plan this better next time. A background, a story. People love stories. Maybe I shall be an actor next. Oh. I'm so confused. Cretans? Cretans everywhere. Human nature stays the same. The powerful will take advantage of the damned. So it is all a struggle for control. Is that all there is? I have thought it would be different, somehow, in a lesson... Oh my god. In a learned class, in a different era. What was I expecting? Fortunately, I am already well acquainted. Oh, I just realized, this is 7 years later after that last century. I wasn't paying attention. The next entry's penmanship was scratchy and difficult to understand. Oh, look at this. We're now 1550. The 1st of December. Christmas time. I am tired of this life. It is all an endless cycle, and I can't stand the taste of this any longer. Love turns to ash in my mouth. I am trying to stop. I want to stop. It is my 7th day without consuming anything other than normal food. It barely grazes the bottom of my stomach. I want to see if I die without eating love. I am sick of this. Wait, is that what he does? He consumes love? And when he consumes love, the person no longer can feel that emotion, and they have to try and fake it, and you can go insane without ever feeling the feeling of love again. Oh, Catherine, I feel so bad. ... Now you know what he is, Rosa. He consumes love. Is there an actual name for a monster that consumes love? I want to know. I do not know exactly what he is, but he is a monster. A demon. Yes, a demon! Didn't I tell you? I felt it in my bones. My non-existent, airy bones. That's enough. Read more. Oh, hell yeah, we're gonna read more. Perhaps there might be more. We're gonna get caught, definitely. But I am so reading more. This is the 10th day without its end. I am still alive. Barely. I can't even see where I am writing anymore. I am so weak. My body is in pain. Am I dying? I am afraid. Oh, so if he doesn't consume enough love, he'll die. Perhaps that's something we can do. After all my whinings, I still want life. Isn't that funny? I am sleeping again. Sleep is the only thing that sustains me. It is dangerous for me to linger in sleep's domain, especially when I have not eaten. I have to keep writing. It is the only way to tell my mind it's the only way to tell my mind is still my own. Maybe I should find something. I can't take it anymore. ... So that is why he fell so easily for the sedatives. That is not all. Perhaps we can destroy him this way as well. He is most vulnerable right now. If we attack now, he won't be able to put up any defenses. Oh. I have rewritten all my entries into a new journal. Oh, this is a new journal. That is original. I'm a little sad. I have kept some. Oh, I have kept some that were still close to my heart. I don't know why I still keep writing. Perhaps this journal is my will to live. I look back on it, and it reminds me of the years I have endured. Sometimes I have a suspicion that this is my only reason. This perverse, obsessive compulsion to hoard time, years, names. It can't end because it's such a shame. It is almost time to leave again. 1605. My ship arrived in France today. I plan to settle in a small town. I am sick of the taste of instant gratification. Maybe I will try a different approach next time. I need to blend in with the citizens first. My French needs work. 1724. Why do I keep doing this to myself? I shouldn't care so much. It always ends up broken or destroyed. I never learn. I should leave before. The entry was not finished, and some fresh pages were torn out of the book. Ah, darn it! Even if there were no names mentioned, Rosa felt that the last entry was for Catherine. Aw, I didn't realize. But wait a minute, that was in 56? It couldn't have been. No, we're not 50. Or maybe we are, who knows. There were more entries that she didn't explore, but she decided to close the book. She had read enough for now. Incomplete journal. What? Darn it. Rosa's hands were shaking by then. A growing feeling of understanding came over her. His thoughts were too much like her own. They were too similar. ... Guilleme consumes love. Rosa remembered the taste in her mouth when she had kissed Catherine. There was something else in that kiss. A boundless flavor that coated her mouth and made her realize how hungry she was. Wait a minute. Oh my God, we're the same thing. We're also a demon. Oh my God. Oh my God, we consume love as well? The same night that Catherine began to change, Rosa's throat throbbed. The thumping felt like it resonated through her whole body. Rosa fell to her knees. That same feeling of dread began to rise up in her throat. I hope we're not puking needles again. The mere mention of the thought seemed to summon the feeling in her chest. Oh, we're shaking. She gagged. Did I taste Catherine's love that night? Then that means I am also... ... Mother? Am I... the same? She hastily pulled out the locket that Guilleme had given her previously. It was still as difficult to open as before, but right now, Rosa was armed with a terrifying conclusion. She struggled with the damn thing until she thought her nails would peel off her fingers. Wait, what? What's happening? The pendant popped open, revealing a yellowing portrait inside. Oh, finally figured it out, have you? Wait, what? Do you see it now? Do you see why Mother once is... Oh my God! Mother and Guilleme were together! They did the thing. Mother no longer felt love. That's why she beat me. That's why she beat me. I'm part demon. I am the daughter of Guilleme. My child. He is a monster. The very thing I stopped you from becoming. Don't you see? I saved you. I stopped you from feeding on other people's love. That's why she didn't want me to go into the festival, because I would have fed on the love everyone had for each other. Oh my God. Oh my God, this opens my eyes. I didn't want you to be filthy. Mother's love is all you need. Wait, so I'm feed... That's what you mean by mother's love? I feed on your love, and that's how I keep... Oh, that makes so much sense. She stays with me. She constantly feeds me like a refilling supply of love that she has, and I have no need of, like, taking the love of anyone else. Aw, Mother. That's That's so kind of you. Dot dot dot. You haven't learned enough. I mean, you have learned enough. Now you know what to do. Kill him. He is what I have feared the most, Rosa. Oh, we're angry. Oh, wait. Never mind. Forget what I said. Dot dot dot. He must perish. Oh, we're angry again. Dot dot dot. Rosa's face contorted into worry. The discovery of Guilleme's identity shook her to her core, but it also made her feel the burden of their years together. Perhaps the understanding of his pain as well. Must we really do this, Mother? You still have doubts after everything you have learned? No, but personally, yeah, I think he's a terrible person who deserves death. Because currently we have no alternative. Well, except that fourth candle, but I have no idea what these candles do exactly. This knowledge just makes me want to... You stupid child. Can't you see it is what should be done? Do it for the greater good. Do it for me. The greater good. I'm not gonna be like, do it for me, I said so. No, for the greater good. We must protect the other people. We must protect the citizens of this world. He should be stopped. It is the right thing to do. Dot dot dot. This is nice little music. It's like a little xylophone. Is it really? It is easy to say that, but what do you really want? To destroy him, of course. To stop him from hurting more people. That is what I want. I don't want any more people to feel the pain Catherine has felt, to lose the love that must be cherished. He must be stopped. If he will not stop, there will be more victims in the future. He has grown in pride and greed. There is no telling what he will do in the future. He is nothing but a monster, a rabid dog that must be put down. But is it really the right thing to do? Is death the only way to change him? Well, I mean, maybe not. There could be like a secret way, like, ooh, he's a better person now. He doesn't need to consume love, or oh, he takes his own life. We don't have to kill. Yay, our hands are clean. But he's still dead. Maybe not. Oh. Dot dot dot. Maybe not. See, we're being kinder as a mother. We're being more thoughtful about this. There could be other ways. We're not going straight to killing. Yet. But must we risk it? He has become haughty and powerful. Haughty. Soon enough, this power will drive him mad. Am I not like him, Mother? Am I also a monster? We are the same. No, you are not. You are different. You have Mother's love to sustain you. You are not a monster. I have raised you, guided you, and loved you enough. All my sacrifices were for you. To stop you from turning into something like him. Oh, is that what she means by sacrifice? She gave away her own love, everything, all the love she had left to Catherine to sustain her? Or, oh, it's not or, oh, I was always afraid. Always, always. The xylophones are gone, now I'm a little scared. Oh wait, it's, never mind, they're back. But you are my dear daughter. He may be a monster, but you are not. Because of me. Because of a mother's love for her child. Dot dot dot. Now that you know his true face, there's only one thing to do. Kill him. We said maybe not. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. No. No? I think he can change. Perhaps I might still be able to save him. He will never change. He will not listen to you. Let's say he will not listen to us. I'm not going to say that he will never change. There might be that possibility. What makes you think he will listen to you? He has fed for centuries. His addiction is his own curse. It controls him. Yes, but isn't he a creature of love? So am I. Love, no matter how lonely and deprived, always gives all of itself. Only I can understand. Only I can save him. That is why I want to try. So you're throwing all our efforts away? What do you intend to do? Let's ask the question. What do you intend to do? The spell cannot be reversed now. Oh, it can't? It is dangerous to leave it unfinished. What happens? He, like, explodes? I will light Agape and make him remember. You are to do no such thing. Will that even work? We'll not say that she won't do it. There's a possibility it could work. What if it doesn't work, child? Agape is a blessing, not a curse. A monster of his caliber will only shrug it off. And what will become of you then? Please don't do this. Trust in me, Mother. I will do the right thing. You? You? What could you possibly hope to do, you dumb child? You are ignorant, naive. Just a brainless, dangerously idealistic girl with her head up in books and fiction. There is no happy ending in this life, you worm. There could be. There are 4 different endings. I just checked. Oh, you bring me so much pain. I should have abandoned you years ago. We were just being nice. We were working together for a common goal. You cannot hurt me any longer, Mother. I know that you love me. You are my memory. As such, I want to remember you as the one person who loved me with her whole heart. Wait, this is not actually our mother, it's just a memory? Not the tainted woman who abused me. It is my fault you act this way. Your voice is my own insecurities and my own pain. Now, not anymore. How dare you degrade me into an apparition? I am real. Listen to me. You have called me a good person before. You believe in me, don't you, Mother? You have guided me well. Believe in me. Believe that I am doing the right thing. ... I love you so much, but I cannot follow all your wishes anymore. She's taking her own path, and she's gonna light that 4th candle, and we will have a happy ending. Let me make my own decisions from now on. Scream at her. Plead. I don't feel like screaming right now. It's a little late night. It could hurt her. Last time we screamed, she fell on the floor. Kind of, maybe a little deaf in one ear. Let's plead. My darling, I know you are strong now, but please, are you not going to avenge me? Wouldn't you do that for me? Revenge? Is it really what you want? Will that give you peace, the peace you seek? Yes. I don't know. We don't know. We never know what we really want until we have it or lose it, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know what she wants, really. ... What else? I do not think revenge is what you really want. I don't know what you're talking about. You are part of me, Mother. You are me. You simply crave punishment. You crave atonement. ... Is it not true? ... Darling, what will become of me now without my role to guide you? Can you really make it on your own? Of course, Mother. It's one of the saddest things when a mother has no more to teach her daughter, and the daughter is well enough to venture out on her own and live as she will. I will still listen to you and love you, but my mind is clear. I am capable. I will save him, whether you allow me to or not. Why? You love him, don't you? Rosa may still have a little feelings. Let's bring this one up. ... I'm sorry, Mother. I know you hate him from the bottom of your heart, but I have already forgiven him, like how I have already forgiven you. How dare you? I understand. We could be so mean. It is ridiculous. I cannot stop you from feeling this way, can I? ... I will try to save him from himself because that is what I'm supposed to do. Perhaps that is the reason why I was sent this way. His way. I got to spend years with him and have memories of him. He taught me how to be strong. He got to watch me grow into this strength. It is more than I can ask. You do know that he does not feel the same way for you. He does not love you, child. Yes. That makes me better than him, because I love him without asking for anything in return. A concept that has never yet crossed his mind. Stop. So be it. Let's have it happen. I believe she can succeed. So be it. Just know that he is powerful and full of pride. He will not take kindly to being bound by magic. We can only hope, Mother. Yes, hope is what we have right now. I don't trust him. Please take care of yourself. Please take care of yourself, child. I would feel so bad if she ends up dying or something. I am always here in your memories, my dear. Whatever happens, please take care of yourself. Thank you, Mother. My beautiful daughter, I love you. Goodbye. No, we're gonna say I love you. This is our one chance to be the loving mother that we know we are. The promise, the talk. Oh, hey, we got 2 achievements. Transience. I wonder what they were. The promise. What in me is dark? Oh God, it's the wings again. No light, but rather darkness visible. But that is not me. Oh. What is in me is not me. I fought with it, lived with it, survived. Yet, we become what we subdue. What? If this is true, then I was never myself. What the heck? I am not a monster. Catherine? Then what are you? ... Tired. Did you even really love me? Or were you just hungry? He's feeling guilt. It is hard to divide that line sometimes. Hunger hovers over every action I take. Maybe I was bored. That's sweet of you, Gilly. Truly, marvelously classy. What are you doing in my dream, Catherine? I came to punch you in the face, you fucking bastard. Yeah, that is a reasonable thing to do after what he has done, you know? Stolen her love, killed her, drove her insane. Yeah, I believe a punch in the face is like a good start. There we go, a good start. And then perhaps say goodbye. Pain wells in my throat, and I answer it with anger. Goodbyes are pointless. I have no need for them. You're just another voice in my conscience that will fade away in time. No, I am not. You're still a bastard, mind you. But I love you still. And I loved you. But does that matter now? I will love another one quite like you in the future. You know, I can always tell when you're lying to me. Your mouth does that little twitch and your nose flares up like you smell something bad. Ah yes, the tells. That man you knew is gone. He was nothing but an illusion you yourself designed, my dear. I only adapt. ... Then why do you still do it? How can I still tell you're lying? I'm not. Liar. Oh, what is this? You were holding a telescope. I don't see it. Sagittarius is over there, I laughed, pointing your hand to the night sky. We're not looking. They're looking at constellations. That's sweet. And then you realize that he's a monster who only consumes love. And then you start questioning all his relationships. Beneath this blanket of stars, the brightest one was sitting right beside me. Would you believe me if I say I never meant to kiss you? But I'm glad I did. I'd hoped you wouldn't see my hand shake. In your eyes, I feel like I am somebody worth loving. I am a lie. But that was the truth. The arrow you struck my heart with worked both ways, Moncho. I have loved you since I was a child. Ever since I killed my sister. That's still a thing. That happened. Ugh. And you had to keep this mask on for years. Longer than you usually do. But you see, when you become something for a long time, It imprints on you like a seed. Maybe you liked keeping this face, monsieur. Oh. Your cat died today, and we buried it in my garden. Aw, she had a cat? Aw. You were crying so hard, nobody could comfort you. Candies or sweets and bribes never worked. In my desperation, I said, everything dies, as if that was the truth, worthy to be told to a child. Did you know that the baker's dog also died? Things die, so please don't be upset. Your eyes stared up at me. To my surprise, you began to laugh. Gilly, you are such an idiot. The baker's dog also died. Are you really trying to cheer me up? Oh, she didn't believe. Oh, she was so naive. Oh, that naivete you have as a child. Boy, do I miss that. I shifted uncomfortably in my boots, but your laughter had you in stitches. You took away my love, but you can't take away my memories. Memories falter and fade. When you have lived as long as I have, memories are cheap. Love is cheap, Catherine. So would you please leave me now? I don't want to remember you anymore. I don't want this. Once upon a time, there was a man who lost his heart, so he eats others. I never lost it. I've always been cursed without it. Then take mine. Yours? Take my love with you until the end of time. You will never go hungry again. That's not true. You hated me at the very end, like everyone else. Well, you ruined my life, so of course I hated you. You lied to me. You used me. But love and hate can be so similar. That's a scary thing. It's as simple as flipping a coin. Very scary. But don't give me apathy, Guilleme. I want my memory to burn as bright as a star in your mind. And this memory I want you to remember me by is not my body hanging lifelessly by a rope. Oh yeah, that's right. You did do that, didn't you? I suppose living a life without love is a hard way to live. Remember me as the child who loved you. My dear Guilleme, I love you. I forgive you. An unfamiliar bitterness washes over my tongue. It threatens to sting my eyes with tears, clenching my throat with pain. Curiously, it is a sensation almost foreign in its rarity. Love. Is it possible? Can I love a memory? Can I survive with only your love to give me sustenance? I take a step towards you. Oh! Something stirred in my dreamscape, and suddenly you are not there anymore. Oh. I see you in the distance. Come on, we were so close. He was right there. A semblance of your visage upon a grassy hill. The sky is dark. The moon hangs ominously upon your head. Catherine, run! But you cannot hear me. My legs are draped in clear jelly. In dreams, everything is slow. I cannot get to you in time. Oh, God. Oh, gee, I just looked at the face. Oh, God. Your face begins to change. That's not the only thing. There are eyes on her chest where something else should be. Her fingers are tongues now. And a little down below in the middle section, there's a mouth. Teeth. Scary. I'm so frightened. You are Catherine. You are Emily. You are Marcus. You are Demades. You are Psyche. Your head begins to snap and distorts. Could it not? Your skin bubbles and the flesh tears to reveal the pulsing hide of the monster inside. Your glistening heart pumps in your chest. your feathers pruned and majestic from recent feedings. Wait, is this what's inside me? No. Maybe. I don't know anymore. I'm scared. Yet I am not afraid of this thing and its many mouths. You are merely holding a mirror up to me. Oh, this is me. Oh, ew. Oh, God. A slithering hand wraps around my neck and lifts me from the ground. The pressure tightens as I struggle. One of your tongues licks at the side of my belly as if sampling the food before the course. Running away again. Yeah, this is the monster inside Guilleme. Running away again. Content to starve yourself and feed off a memory. Pathetic. You still look like Catherine. Maybe that is the most painful part. I can't bear to look at you. Why starve when there is plenty to eat? Okay, I'm going under the assumption that Guilleme was once a normal person, and then he suddenly got possessed by a certain creature of demonic origins, and bad things happened after that. Why beg for scraps when you can gorge? Did you really think your life could change? Also, did I read that thing? Did I read that one part before? It's too late now. Did you really think your life could change? ... You know better. Son of beauty. Brother of night. Love. That's you. You are a sickness. Wherever you will go, this shadow will haunt you. Collect your trinkets by all means. Relive your precious memory. But know that you will be nothing more than a hypocrite. A clean man walking in a mountain of filth. Open your eyes. Open them. Behold my true, glorious form. I hope this is the glorious form, because if it's not, and there's another one, I'm terrified. ... Humans are insatiable. Men and women, they are all rabid for love. How many times have you been their toy? Humans are cruel things they desire. No, we were getting somewhere. Don't refer to all that. I must be powerful. I must be on top. I control them instead of them controlling me. I will not be a piece of meat. Never again. Your face softens, and the grip on my neck drags me close to your lips. I don't feel like kissing. I really don't. We do anyway. Oh God, that is a very something image. You claim my mouth with yours, and it tastes just like honey. Spit ropes between our lips. Boy, was that a... I'm gonna stop here. Love is my sustenance. Love is my sustenance. I will take what I can, because they so willingly give. I must get rid of this dastardly spell I am under. Oh no, he knows the spell. Oh no, oh God. It is playing with my mind. No, it is showing truth. It is showing truth. Catherine is gone, like her memory. In the end, this was all an old, vile magic. A cheap parlor trick. Oh, God. Whoever touched me will pay. I think it's one of the townspeople. I surely can't pull magic off like that. Guilleme woke up with I'm so scared now. Guilleme woke up with the dream still fading from his memory. This wasn't our room. Oh yeah, he was not in his room, but in Catherine's. This did not surprise him. Whoever cast a spell did not do so on a whim. To take him away from his sanctuary was to render him weaker. A pure white candle flickered on the table. Its flame looked as though it was ready to go out. I couldn't save you. I tried. Oh, Rosa. Rosa stepped out of the shadows. Wait, we couldn't save him? You! Guilleme stared at her with irritation. What is the meaning of this, Rosa? This is your doing? She looked at him with sadness. I was too weak to save you, Guilleme. Save me from what? from what you are. Guilleme's face crumbled into confused anger. Wait, we couldn't do it? What? No. What? I didn't expect such contempt from someone I trusted. Did you expect me to ask for your forgiveness for what I've done, sir? Because I won't. I will stand by what I did. I will do it again if I can. But such a spell requires much preparation. You are not to do that again, do you hear me? I will not allow myself to be subjected to such an insult. I am not trying to do something that petty. I am trying to save you. I do not know what you're talking about. If you persist in this foolish behavior, then I will be forced to take action. Go ahead, but I will simply try again. Stop it! Guilleme grabbed her shoulders in irritation and shook her. They stared at each other in heavy silence, and Guilleme somewhat regretted his forcefulness. But Rosa did not flinch or look away, even at this outburst. Yes, hold your ground! There was no fear or fragility in her eyes at all. She held her steady gaze until it was Guilleme who looked away. Why? Why are you doing this? You should know how pointless it is. I had to try, Guilleme. If there is a way to save you, I am inclined to take it. I had hoped Catherine's memory might work on you. ... Guilleme, I cast a spell to give you her memory, so you don't have to resort to feeding. Wait a minute, is that what we did to ourselves? We cast a spell on ourselves and gave us the memory of Mother? Oh, or did she do that to us? So many things could have happened. Guilleme recoiled from her like her skin was scalding to the touch. You. How did you? Rosa just stared at him, her eyes clear and resolute. I know what you are because we are the same. We are creatures that emanate desire and feed on love. I have lived with this curse, knowing only a semblance of what I am. Mother taught me how to control it, even in her own twisted way. I was lucky, Guilleme. I wasn't alone. ... But you were. Rosa's eyes bloomed with sadness. I can only imagine how hard that must have been. Guilleme staggered back in shock. So there was another one like him. A desperate hope clutched onto him like talons. Was that why he had taken to her so without wanting to feed on her? That's why I am doing this, Guilleme. I wanted to give you Catherine's memory, like how Mother's memory keeps me sustained. Love doesn't have to be taken like this. There are other ways. Guilleme frowned indigently. Oh God. Don't you think I have tried that? Oh, that was it. You're still very young, I can tell. I have already endured centuries of this curse. I know all the tricks to survive. From strangers to the villagers, I know how much I can take. I am meticulous. Then why must you insist on this method? With no reason to stand for ceremony, Guilleme's face changed easily. That is a smile that I do not approve of, sir. Rosa's jaw clenched. She was talking to a stranger now. His face lost the virtue that once belonged to the blameless man. It was replaced by a curious, cheeky grin. Oh my God. Okay, let's do this. A prepubescent. Oh my God, I cannot say it. A perpetual. Oh my God. I sounded out, and I just realized how much of an idiot I am for not knowing it. A perpetual look of a childlike mischief. I am so embarrassed. This man irritated her, and yet, somehow, Rosa felt like she had known him for a lifetime. He had always been there, hadn't he? Or rather, it had always been him. Why? Because it is fun. And the taste is worlds better. ... The experience of drawing out love is unlike any human feeling. It is transcendent. It is the only moment I feel alive. The only moments I feel like a god. Once you've had a taste of it, nothing else compares. You must try it. I bet you can only afford to be self-righteous because you don't know any better. You're wrong. I did it to Catherine. I tasted her love, but I was able to stop myself in time. I knew it would destroy her. So that was you, hmm? It makes sense that Catherine's love for me waned. That never happened before. Desire can be controlled, Guilleme. I do not wish to control it. You would wish to control it if it wasn't for that demon inside you. I believe if that demon were to be like suppressed, you'd be in like a completely different attitude, sir. Why should I? Admit it, you've longed for that taste since your tongue dipped in its pot. Rosa did not speak. She shifted nervously on her feet. Guilleme went on. We are given this curse to endure. Oh, he is not trying to like turn me on his side, is he? Why must we scutter in the corner and humble ourselves? To whom do we abdicate ourselves to? To normal people? They are beneath us. Or we could be the same, just like, a little bit more dangerous. For all their achievements and talents, love is the one thing that can drive them mad. Don't you see it? Their weakness is the one thing we feed on. It is the natural order. Guilleme stepped closer to touch her. Okay. Guilleme stepped closer to her and touched her bare arm. He tried to hide his bliss. I told you before, if you need power, then be powerful. I will teach you how to wield it. You still have much to learn. I am not joining your side, sir. Now, back away. If you will join me, Rosa, just imagine what we can do. We will be powerful, you and I. Rosa's momentary confusion faded. The hard look appeared on her face once again. I will never join you. Yes, good Rosa. You use people for your gain. So? Guilleme's voice couldn't keep from raising. What of it? Isn't it the rule of human existence? It's all a game, Rosa. A game I play to win. So people's lives are a game to you? Guilleme shrugged. Of course they are. Oh, well that's a way to look at it, sir. ... Guilleme's... Oh, oops. Humans use and abuse and they throw away on a whim. They destroy for no apparent reason except that they want to destroy. It took me the longest time to understand why. I realized it is simply their nature. Humans don't play fair, but I do. We could teach them. If you know how to play fair, teach them how to play fair. The reason they don't know much is because they don't have the proper person to teach them. And I still get ahead. Rosa's eyes narrowed at Guilleme. Yes, we are furious with him. How can you throw people away so easily? Don't you see that there are good people like Catherine? You are afraid to remember. You are afraid to give them the worth they deserve. You rejected her memory, content to forget her value. ... Guilleme was silent for a few moments. Then he gave her a slow snicker. A low snicker. Rosa, Rosa, Rosa. There's no getting through to him. I hoped there was getting through to him, but there's no getting through to him. We might have to resort to plan B. Where's the knife? In the drawer. I believe that is the knife we used to stab his heart. That is an amusing thesis. He looked at her dumbfounded face pitifully. Another chuckle escaped. Guilleme couldn't help it. You got me all wrong, Rosa. I do not undervalue people. In fact, I love them. I revere them. I am grateful. They sustain me, after all. They alone deserve... That alone deserves all the appreciation and care I can give. ... I loved Catherine. Then why did you kill her? Why are you unable to sustain on her memory alone? You did not truly love Catherine. You only loved the love that she had for you. With every fiber of my being, lies. She was a kind soul. She tasted perfect. God, you say kind of things, and then you just take that turn that, like, ignores everything you just said, which is very upsetting. But I think you understand how long I've been on this dirty, forsaken rock. Well, then let's get off it and, like, clean it up a bit, you know. Get, like, that little spray stuff, a little handkerchief, and start, like, wiping it down, you know. Perhaps it's a diamond or a giant quartz. Good people are not rare and precious treasures. As such, they are not to be handled any differently from the rest. What? And all this talk about worth. Do you mean some people are worth more than others because they are kind? A little. What if from now on I only consumed bad people? Or how about those in the lowest caste of society? Ruffians, rapists, thieves. Is it easy to be kind when you are privileged? I got nothing. I have nothing to say about that because it's good. Well, I'm not gonna say good, but it's slightly better from what you were doing if you went after bad people. But I don't think killing them is like the absolute thing you have to do, unless it becomes the absolute thing. Like the first offense, warning. Second offense, like it's a certain punishment. Third offense, yeah, we've decided you're no longer fit for society. But those poor, unworthy souls, surely no one would miss them. Some people would. They have families somewhere. Would that make you feel better? Rosa faltered. That's not what I'm saying. That is exactly what you're saying. No, I'm just saying stop the killings. Not kill bad people and suddenly I'm a good person. Bleh. You're telling me I shouldn't feed because there are good people out there that deserve better? So if they're bad, it is alright? How terribly judgmental. Don't you dare turn this around on me. No. Every human being has a capacity for kindness or cruelty. To judge somebody on such a volatile detail, that is prejudice. After all, a kind man can mull the death of his fellow man no sooner than a criminal can turn a new leaf. The truth is, there are no good or bad people. There are just people. And I'm not picky. Oh my god. Guilleme is soliloquy. Did I? What? Stop saying that. You don't really believe that, do you? You hurt like me. Oh, I guess it's... I don't fully understand what soliloquy means, but I think it's like we understand his way of thinking. We understand his, like, philosophy now. You hurt like me. You want acceptance like me. I know deep inside you want something more. More than a feeding or a craving. You've written so much in your diary. Ooh, we shouldn't have said that. You sneaky little minx. Didn't I tell you you were not supposed to touch that? Stop. Please stop this, Guilleme. I implore you. Her pleading face stirred something in Guilleme. Yes, we're getting slightly through to him. But the callousness in his heart had decades to harden. Oh, never mind. He snorted. Or what? What do you plan to do, little girl? ... Is this it? Is this your plan? Yes, this is our plan. This is all we had. We failed. Oh, well, because he doesn't know that there's more to the plan. Put on a light show and talk me to death? Surely you didn't think it would be that easy. ... If you have a different offer, I'm all ears. ... I thought as much. Well, good talk. Albeit a little pointless, but I'm sure you'll agree. ... Is that what you think of Catherine, then? Nothing but cattle? Ooh, that's a way to look at it. Guilleme winced despite himself. Ooh. I loved Catherine. I know you too loved her completely, whether you admit it or not. You can't take love without giving it, can you? Dot dot dot. Guilleme sighed in annoyance. Just another spoke in the old... Wait, just another spoken... Spook? I think... Just another spook in the old fun wheel. You're lying if you say you are not the least bit troubled by your actions. That's a start, Guilleme, the first step. It means you are not as cold as you want to appear. Dot dot dot. If you admit your guilt and take responsibility for her death... Guilleme waved her hand... Guilleme waved her away with an indifferent scoff. I refuse. Her death was her own decision. I had no hand. You took away her love. That is a giant hand. She reaped what she sowed, and I collected. That is all. Yes, you were the one who suggested the sowing. Dot dot dot, exclamation point. With this validation, the assured smile came back to his lips. He shrugged. Who knows? Maybe she could have gotten better over time. Oh my God, every sentence you say just makes me want to save you less and less. Most people bounce back from the loss of love, or not. Who really knows? Well, what did you expect? Have you seen her life? She murdered her own sister by accident. I'm gonna say it was an accident. She never had a mother to grow up with. Her father kind of like died at an early age for her, I'm gonna guess. And she only had you and me. So when she found, and you were her love. So when she found out that you only used her to just take away her love, do you understand how devastating that could be to someone? Like, it's like there's no point in living if like... Oh, and I also forgot. She thinks that she hurt us, like we were sickened by her, because she came on to Rosa, but that was not the case. So she felt like she betrayed her best friend and got betrayed by her one true love. And when she finds out that she no longer has any love left, of course she's gonna take her own life. She doesn't have anything else to live for in the world with that kind of thought process. There's no way of bouncing back from something like that. I mean, there could be, but it could take like years upon years. And at that point, she'd be reaching the end of her cycle. And I don't think that she could have just lived on with knowing the fact that you are a monster who just used her for love, and that she hurt her best friend, which she didn't. If she just let us explain. Oh man, I don't want to save him anymore, but I still do. God. Dot dot dot. Is it my fault she gave me everything? I didn't ask. You did. The monster inside you asked, do you give me everything? At least I think so. I think that was the thing. Dot dot dot. Which was only fair, like you said. I didn't hold back. It was an equal exchange. You took something from her and gave like nothing back. No wait, I'm wrong. You took love from her and gave her back betrayal. A shame. To horrible feelings. To fill the empty space of love. Rosa's throat went dry. Oh, love. Love is the strongest force in the world, but it is never pure. Always tainted, always poisoned. What are you talking about? Well, I hate to shatter this vision you have of Catherine, but she wasn't so righteous. What? Don't you dare sully the name of Catherine Pride. She was as selfish as everyone else. Shut up. What? Yes, what? Shut it. Think back, Rosa. Did you really think her sister's death was It was an accident. She got upset. Her sister was like feeling threatened somehow. She was like Like, ooh, look at me, I got the Marquise with me. And that's gonna piss someone off, so you're just gonna give like a little shove. But it's not her fault that that shove knocked her down and made her hit her head on the piano. That is an accident. It is still considered manslaughter, but it's an accident. She didn't want her sister to die. No, wait, there's that last part. Thank goodness she's gone. Thank goodness. Oh god, I forgot that. Oh no, maybe there's some truth to this. Wasn't it convenient? Emily's fate. Oh, I'm unlocking achievements left and right. Wasn't I convenient for little Miss Paride? ... Yes, of course. Convenience and perfectly adequate. Sweet, boring, obligating Marquise de Gull. Wasn't he so easy to love? He could help her achieve her grand dreams, give her the good life that hovered just beyond her reach. After all, Guilleme didn't seem to have any plans of his own, did he? As if satisfied to exist only for her. Honestly, what a catch. This guy. What an impressive pedestal. You are just a horrible man. Even when the core of his love poisoned her, she made no attempts to leave. I wonder why. Ah, now there's a question. Why indeed? Because she had hope, Guilleme. She stayed, hoping her feelings for you would return. But love cannot just come back like simple as that. Oh my god, you are just a horrible person, Guilleme. That was how much she loved you. Guilleme scoffed. You son of a female dog. How sweet of you to say. You really thought Catherine stayed with me just for love? And not at all because she was scared, insecure, comfortable? Guilleme tapped his chin in mock contemplation. Or maybe, don't you go and sullying her name more. She just wanted so badly to be the Marquise's wife. You... Such a proud girl she was. Must she settle for anything else? This will show all the people who used to scorn and underestimate her. They who called her sister a whore. The ones who called her and her mother mad. That will show them. Rosa took a shaky step back. Is there really saving this guy at this point? Mother's words forced themselves into her head. They are all the same. They are all selfish. Rosa bit her lip. It is not true. I won't believe it. Catherine was a kind person. So what? You corrupted her. ... Doesn't it matter? You have like this aura, like from the start when Emily met you. She suddenly had like thoughts of you kissing her. You have an aura that makes people want to love you, so that it's easier for you to consume your prey. Does it matter? Does being kind justify selfishness? Does being kind even save anyone? ... You are heartless. Maybe. It has been so long, I can't tell. Always, the love of self is first, Rosa. I don't take it personally. Shut up. Don't you ever get tired of justifying your hunger? So Catherine wasn't perfect, yet you simply pass the blame. All just excuses. The truth is, you just don't want to stop, do you? You're no god, no higher being. You're nothing but a common vampire, a monster. Wait, he's a vampire? No, he consumes love, not blood. Guilleme's face twitched. Feeding on the love of people who love you? Oh, this is Rosa. You must know how wrong that is. Guilleme's fist shook visibly, but he kept his smile. His voice remained pleasant and calm. So you compare me to storybook monsters now, Rosa. How insulting. But yes, wouldn't it be easier if I dined on blood or flesh? Something tangible, perhaps. Something physical. Things would have been so much simpler. After all, if I drank blood, I wouldn't have to tangle with their lives. You'd still be like on the teetering on the edge of killing them and just getting enough blood to sustain oneself. He turned to Rosa, his eyes burning, and she could feel the heat in his stare. I wouldn't have to be sane. Guilleme's voice shook with anger. She flinched. You self-righteous minstrel, how dare you talk to me about guilt? How dare you call me a monster? You chastise me, singing songs of praise for the greater good. Have you ever tasted your own betrayal on the lips of the person you love? Do you know what it's like to strangle hope with your own hands? Oh, did something happen in your past, sir? Something we could not read. I look into their eyes and see them die from the inside out. Am I worth it? Am I worth all their lives? Never. But I do it again and again, just for the right to exist. You read my journal and act like you know me. You know nothing. I wish I was a monster. Maybe then I wouldn't have to feel... ... He is getting really angry at us. We should drop this and leave. The silence reigned between the two of them. Guilleme's face went blank after his outburst, almost confused at the words that came out of his mouth. He forced his lips to a placated grin. But pardon me, I didn't mean to shout. Yes, you did. He took a deep breath and refused to speak again. Rosa buried her face into her hands. She was right. She had come here with an overestimation of herself. Her ethics were the cries of a child. How could he listen to someone immersed only in her own tender ideals? If she wanted to help him, she had to know his pain. But what could she say? Her mind struggled with the words. They all sounded artificial in her head. All she could do was hold out her hand to reach him. Couldn't she? She offered him hope. Oh, we're still trying to save him. I don't know if this is good or bad. A little warmth away from the chunk of ice beating inside of him. She approached him, tentatively. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have spoken such hateful words. But don't you see? You don't have to endure this pain anymore. I am offering you a different path, Guilleme. Let me help you... ... He didn't speak, nor move. Are we getting through? Rosa held on to the pain she saw in his eyes a moment ago. It was her only hope. But if there ever was a trace of it in his face, it had been flitted away before it took substance. His abject face contorted into a grin. He chuckled. God, we have so much hope of saving him, and then he just turns out to be ha ha ha, you think you get through to me? I am a brick wall. Then his laugh filled the room. Oh God, he is laughing. Cold, bitter laughter that chilled her skin to a shiver. Rosa drew her hand away in fear. You really don't get it, do you? I meant to say, that is what makes it substantive. It is precious. What? Make no mistake, I endure all this not for something as silly or disposable as blood. Love. Love is worth all the pain. The best wine tastes like dirt from which it is exalted. Rosa's mouth dropped in horror. She stepped away from him. A cold shiver passed her spine. Oh wait, I just realized. We did light the third candle. We only have the fourth one now. Perhaps that could be enough to save him. No, 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 Guilleme. She stared at him, grasping at the flicker of hope that came as fast as it went. He had built a kingdom from the maze of his own heart, both ruler and prisoner, both exalted and doomed. These are some pictures. She could feel the cracks in his armor, the crumbling of a wall. He wanted to get out. Yes, this is our chance. Rosa thought she saw light in his darkness, a hand reaching out to be saved. Oh. But where was it now? Darn it! Where was his hope? It was gone. Had it ever been there at all? Yes, it was there. He's hiding it, burying it. Or did her desire to help him trick her into seeing what she wanted to see? Rosa bit her lip to steel herself. ... I now still think he can be saved. Oh, don't look at me like that. I had the same morals as you when I was younger. But time smooths out our rough ideologies. ... I was wrong. I thought I could still save you. You are quite full of yourself if you think you can save people. Guilleme took a step towards her, and Rosa's throat closed up. Get away from me. I am not going to hurt you, Rosa. If you wish to debate philosophy further, we can do so for 1,000 more years. But aren't you ignoring the single, most potent truth? We found each other. What? So many souls running around this earth, and we actually managed to meet. Do you realize how momentous this is? I can give you... No, we're not doing this. We are not dancing the dance. I can give you love, Rosa. Forget Catherine or your mother. They are remnants of a bitter past. A bitter past that you helped create. How long are you going to hang on to their memories anyway? For as long as you try this thing that you are trying. Love is not something to be thrown away. Love is not something to be thrown away, Guilleme. It endures. I know this because I've loved a mother this long, despite the pain. She was the first person to show me I matter. From under the fold of her dress, Rosa took out a locket. It was the locket he had given her at the cliff. Guilleme stared at it, confused. Remember the person in the picture, Guilleme? Oh, you got it open. Pray tell, who is it? Is it the queen? This is my mother. He held a locket of our mother? Oh, that's so amazing. ... Dysfunctional family. So he is our father. Oh. Rosa, her feelings are suddenly gone. They should be gone. What? Guilleme's mind went blank for a moment. I felt something for you from the very beginning. Oh, it was family love, not... I hope it was family love. My heart felt close to you. I want to believe that is because we are family. Don't you see? That's why I can't give up on your redemption so easily. I care for you more than you think, Guilleme. Guilleme furrowed his brow. Indeed, the woman in the picture stirred something in his memory. And yet, no matter how much he searched his memories, he could not remember. Oh, you prick. Was there such a woman that bore him in a child in the past? A sudden hope dug its nails into his chest once again. He answered this hope with contempt, a force of habit. Pardon me, my memory is a bit rusty. What was her name again? Rosa parted her lips in disappointment. Is that all you're going to say? You were carrying my mother's picture all this time. You are my father, Guilleme. That is probably why we are the same. Curiously, there was an urge to take back his haughty words. Guilleme forced it down. This pain made him uncomfortable. Her tears were starting to hurt him. Yes, we're getting through to him. We're breaking down the wall. You may have spent years building it, but it also takes years to crumble the walls. Cracks form, mold evolves, and so the bricks start to crumble. It becomes weak, and we will give it that final push and save you. He laughed and shrugged, or not, God. And then promptly clenched his jaw. He didn't like how she made him aware of his own feelings. Yes, you will be aware of them all. A sudden irritation at Rosa came over him. I need to get more water. Oh dear. Forgive my cynicism, darling. He scratched his chin to hide his distress. That portrait is quite blurry, and I am barren. Rosa staggered, and my water's gone. How much of your mother do you really remember? I don't remember any being... Wait, what? I don't remember any being birthing me, do you? Oh, well, of course you're not gonna remember being born. ... exclamation point. You must admit the possibility that this mother you speak of was simply a stranger who took you in as her own, Rosa. Fueled by the force of our curse, she was deluded, possessive, and hysterical. Oh, now you're gonna call my mother crazy. I do not deny that I might be the root of her delusion. She must have searched for me and found you by accident instead. Guilleme shrugged. An alternate theory, but one that makes more sense. What are you saying? Simple. Whoever created a pathetic thing such as me deemed it impossible to scatter my seed. It was just as well. There was a tinge of bitterness in his amused voice. After all, to wish this curse upon somebody else, my child nonetheless, that would make me a different kind of monster altogether. Rosa looked at the locket with shaky hands. She opened her mouth to say something, but promptly closed it. The fight had vanished from her eyes. Tears fell as she closed the pendant in her fist. No, we're losing! Guilleme fidgeted uncomfortably. If you want to believe it so much, then I can be your father, if you wish. Why did he say that? Because he is developing feelings. The cracks in the wall are letting feelings and hope seep through. He admitted that he didn't expect the words to come out. He was only mulling it over in his mind, looking at her dejected face. It was pity, wasn't it? A favor out of pity for his poor, lonely girl? Or was it penance? Yes. I don't mind. He did his best not to sound distressed. Perhaps a part of him wanted it to be true. Guilleme looked at Rosa and felt the same stirring of affection she had for her through the years. It wouldn't be much of a stretch, would it? He could protect her and care for her like a real father would. Hope began to sprout in his heart again. That dastardly thing grew like a weed. Yes! I mean, don't call it a weed. Oh, don't call it a weed. Weeds are an annoyance in a garden, but yes. Hope will be an annoyance to you, Mr. Guilleme. It veered dangerously close to breaking through his pride. Wouldn't it be a miracle? A child of his own flesh and blood standing before him, full of love, disappointment, and confusion. Exactly how a child would look up to their parents. What a nice sentiment. But this time Guilleme was already well acquainted with the dying screams of hope. He knew which soft, secret places to push in order to kill it. You don't deserve that. Of course, of course. Guilleme laughed, almost a bit too loudly. Rosa winced. ... Don't look so troubled, my daughter. We're family, aren't we? Enough of such moody, sentimental topics. They bore me. Instead, why don't we start thinking about possibilities? Guilleme, please. She was still bent on changing his mind, but Guilleme could tell her resolve had all but fizzled out. No! We failed! Oh, again? You still haven't given up? I'll admit, you have some spirit. It's admirable that you go to such lengths for me. I mean it when I say I'm honored. But you are so naive. Tragedy is everybody's friend, Rosa. If you stay with him too long, if you stay with him too long, his smell will linger on your skin. I don't care how much... God, I don't care much for tragedies myself. I am more interested in opportunities. And what we have right now is a dawning. Oh my God, let's start from the beginning. And what we have right now is a dawning, a beginning. Guilleme stepped closer to Rosa, touching her cheek with his palm. Not this again. Oh, we get a picture. Rosa was afraid, but she didn't make any attempts to run away this time. What? No, what? ... Aren't you glad you found me? ... You're not alone anymore. We are blood. You don't have to hide and cower to subject yourself to the motions of this cruel life. Enough of this fascination for glorified sacrifice. ... Come with me. Rosa stared up at him. What? Come with me, Rosa. He repeated his words with a cheerful smile. To where? Let us leave this place and go far away. Start over. Doesn't that sound grand? ... It's about time you let go of the bad memories and face something new. Don't you think you owe yourself that much? And what of the victims you will continue to take, Guilleme? What about them? What about them? I care little for strangers. It is you I want to make happy, Rosa. Please let me. I need you as much as you need me. Rosa bit her lip. ... Mother, I need you right now. Please let me hear your voice. She struggled with the pain in her heart. She was free-falling. Mother. To hear her mother's voice. She had always been the ground she stood on, both the pain on her bare feet and a place to stand. Whether she walked or chose to fly, that ground would be there when she landed. Such was the role of a family. It didn't matter if she was her real mother or not. What mattered was the love she gave her. Yes, this is the kind of thing that Guilleme needs to feel. About Catherine, feel bad for, and suddenly be like, oh, I probably shouldn't do this anymore if I may just make people feel this bad. The memories were real. She was. You've gone this far, darling. I trust in you. Whatever you decide, I will always be here, like how I have always been. Rosa's jaw clenched. She tasted the... Oh, what is that? She tasted the caustic realization in her mouth. ... Question mark. Rosa? Oh my, what? Whoa. Oh my God. Oh, that scared me. That scared me so much I jumped. And that was when he felt an icy pain shoot through his chest. Oh, we're not saving him. Unless we still have that final candle. What if we light the candle, place it in his heart, and it lights the hope? Or maybe I'm just thinking crazy. He looked down. There was a knife sticking out of him. The knife Rosa has stolen from the kitchen. ... Oh, but it's not gonna work. We needed the knife. We need the knife from the nightstand. I'm sorry. The blade clattered to the floor. Rosa's lips quivered. But I have to make this right. Guilleme's body lost all strength. Wait, what? It worked? He slumped on the floor, blood staining his shirt red. He just laughed in amusement. Oh, you stupid girl. So, this is your response to my generous offer? Ugh, how trifling. I expected better from you. Guilleme winced in pain. Okay, he is hurt. He will regenerate. He will heal. But right now he's injured. He is vulnerable. Been a while since I was stabbed. ... Dot dot dot. She knelt beside him. She didn't speak at once. That wound will not heal like the others, Guilleme. What? ... Dot dot dot. Oh? I must end it here. For Catherine, for Mother, for all your victims. For you. I have to do the right thing. She said this aloud, but she only half believed it. The right thing? Was there such a thing? Rosa reveled in this confusion. Ooh. The least she could do was carry the burden of her choice for the rest of her life, instead of forgetting it. She had considered simply leaving him, unchanged and a prisoner of his own twisted ideals. She still could. If she reversed the spell now and allowed him to heal, then he would survive. Young, powerful, and healthy, but unchanged and carrying the same shadow in his heart. She had tried, hadn't she? Whatever she did next should be none of her concern. There was a pinch in Rosa's chest, but to know that she doomed him to make the same mistakes forever, to stop caring about him and degrade him into nothing but a failure. It seemed crueler somehow. It would make her like him. Guilleme sat up, wordlessly, his back pressed against the wall. This pain was different. The blood hadn't stopped leaking from his chest. He coughed. The liquid flooded his lungs. It was getting harder to breathe. That happens with blood-filled lungs. It gets a little hard to let air into them. A part of him wanted to ask how she found a way to kill him. It seemed quite pointless now, a waste of precious breath. He sat there bleeding, willing himself to anger. He thought of threatening her, demanding her to do something, but he didn't. He was surprised to find something else in his heart. Gratitude of all things. Oh my God. There's still a little bit of him who knows he's doing bad and thinks the only way to save the people is to be rid of himself. Rosa held Guilleme's hand as the blood continued to pour out of his wound. Is there really no way to save him now? Dimly, Guilleme reflected that she did have spirit. Wait, did I say could? Where did that come from? The courage to do what he could not. He used the last of his strength to lift up his hand and wipe away her tears. Don't cry. I'm fine with this. His hand lingered on her face for a while. He searched his heart for anger, for bitterness for this girl, but there was none, because in his heart, deep within his heart, he knows that this is the right thing. How curious it is to feel the steel in his heart, and yet no hate for its wielder. How curious it is to know that this was all an act of love. Rosa, you are an anomaly. You confuse me. Maybe if he had listened, would he have... Maybe she was right. He could change. There's a chance, ... But it was too late for him, wasn't it? No, there's the last candle. We never even got a chance to light it. It had been too late for him decades ago. Long after he had degraded life, including his own, as pointless and petty. That was the only regret. I wish we had met sooner. He took a deep breath. The pain in his chest throbbed with every breath. Oh, I feel bad for him now. Still, it was only a distant buzzing in his mind. The pain was simply white noise. Give me a choice to light the fourth candle and save him somehow or something. Rosa held his hand tighter. I'm sorry. Apologizing again? I thought made myself clear, or I thought I've made myself clear with that. Guilleme coughed and tasted metal in his mouth. He chuckled and wiped it away. Rosa, I was never strong enough to endure this life, but it looks like you are. That's good. Your mother raised you well. ... Mother, I feel so sad. You'll stay with me for a while, won't you? Man. Please, I wanted to help him. I really wanted to help him. Yes, Guilleme. ... Take my journal with you. It might help. By the way, there's still a few pages missing. Do you know where they are? I would still wish for you to start anew. Board the ship. The papers. Take the money in my office. Use it to build a new life. ... Guilleme coughed out red flecks of blood. He swallowed, and his throat felt like it was on fire. He had a lot more to say, a lot more to tell her. He tried to speak as clearly as he could, despite the bulge climbing up his windpipe. Avoid small towns. They don't take too kindly to strangers. I said that backwards. To strangers kindly. You'll stick out like a sore thumb. Always present yourself as nobility or a person of influence. Give people another reason to think you're desirable. Otherwise, they will fear and hate you, confused by their own urges. His breathing was getting erratic. Man, I feel so bad. Also, remember to... Shh. Please rest now. Rosa smiled sadly. You are still so generous, even if you are like this. Guilleme smiled. Like what? He chuckled at the memory. Generosity is the only saving grace of the dying. Or a parent, I suspect. ... I'm happy I found you, Father. Oh, man. I wanted to help him. God, I'm whining now. Likewise. The last few years I've spent with you were my happiest. Guilleme stared at her, his vision clear now. Oh, man. God, this is... Oh, this is sad. This is so sad. He pushed a strand of hair away from her face and touched her cheek fondly. My daughter. Rosa's eye filled with tears at this. You are beautiful. At the end, I got to meet you. To know that something good came from my existence. It is not so bad. ... I love you, Rosa. As do I, Father. Please, be free. Guilleme's redemption. Ah, yay, but man. Death gave the heart a final gift of bliss. He savored this. Thank you, Rosa. The two of them crouched alone in a corner, cherishing each other's warmth for as long as it lasted. The candle's wick expired, and the room was plunged into darkness. Darling? Yes, Mother? I know it is hard, but all the same I am grateful. Mother didn't sound spiteful or on the edge this time. She was simply serene. Rosa got up, looking down at him one last time. Mother, I cannot get rid of the feeling that I should have done things differently. Should I have done more? Should I have sacrificed more? Play it again. Oh, I thank you, game. Tears once again stung her eye. I wish I could turn back time and change something. Anything. Oh, well, isn't the game being like, hey, do this? I feel so powerless. ... I understand. Loss will always hurt, my darling. It makes us vulnerable. But you must know that changing things does not guarantee happiness. Do you understand? Dot dot dot. Yes. Oh, my darling. I wish I was there to hold you. Dot dot dot. What are you going to do now? I don't know. Whichever direction you head, I will be with you. I know you will, Mother. At least they have each other. That's something good to come out of this. Your presence saved me, as it always does. You reminded me that nothing lost should be thrown away. Catherine, Guilleme, and you will always be with me. I am not alone. I am proud of you, my beautiful daughter. The first rays of light slipped past the window and touched her face. Rosa left the room to welcome the dawn. Closure. Aw, man. Is that it? Ending 2. Dawning. Oh, I got the second ending. I don't... Man. I honestly don't really know what I could have done. Oh, and that's it. Alright. Oh, man. Oh, that was a really, really fun story. Man, I really have no words about the ending. God, I'm so upset. We were talking so much about the final candle, and we never really visually lit it. And that was, oh man, maybe I did something wrong. Maybe I made a bad choice somewhere. Oh god. I'm so upset with myself. I've made bad decisions somewhere. Ugh. Well, anyway, this has been Cupid. I hope you all enjoyed. If you want me to try and find the other endings, please let me know. And if you liked this, please leave a like, as the name suggests. And if you liked it that much, subscribe for future things. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with this. Anyway, that was it. Oh wait. Oh wait, hang on. Ooh. Never mind, hang on, forget what I said. Your main purpose is justice. You loved Rosa despite your misgivings. You opened Guilleme's locket. You convinced Rosa that Catherine was selfish. Wait, what? You wanted to read more of Guilleme's journal. You took Guilleme's key. You admitted that killing Guilleme may not be the only answer. 39% complete. Oh, those are just choices. Okay. Anyway, yeah. If you liked it, leave a like. Yeah, all that. Anyway, this is 7 Fox signing off.